Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Todd Jenkins, known as Dr. Bowtie Todd, and I am so excited to be with you today. Honestly, it is an exciting time to be a Rotarian. I'm a proud Rotarian, almost 10 years, and I am so proud, not only because of what we do every day, but also the opportunities we have to do it better, the opportunities to serve and impact our communities, and the opportunities to do better with inclusion. And so diversity, equity, and inclusion is very, very important to me, and it should be important to you, because when we get inclusion right, guess what? We all win. It makes us all bigger, better, and stronger together. And so what I wanted to do very quickly, we don't have a lot of time, is that I wanted to share just a few items of how we can take advantage of this opportunity, the opportunity to transform our communities and also make Rotary better than we found it. So the first question that I usually get around diversity, equity, and inclusion is, what is diversity, equity, and inclusion? How do you define it? Because I know we all come to this space very differently. And so the first thing, we need to level set as a club, as an organization. What does these words mean? But I tell you what these words mean to me. What is diversity? So diversity is twofold. Diversity is visible and invisible differences that make someone complete. So you are looking at me right now. You see a good looking brown guy on this camera, with a big smile and a bow tie. That is my visible difference. But you may not know that I'm one of 13 kids. I can habla Espanol and follow Portuguese. I'm afraid of heights, but I love to travel on planes. And that is my invisible diversity. So I just want you to understand, when we talk about diversity, yes, it's the things you see on the outside, like your gender, race, ethnicity, your eye color, etc. But it's also the things you cannot see, your experiences, your background, your sexual orientation, etc. Okay, so that's diversity. What is inclusion? Inclusion is very simple. Inclusion is fun, actually. Inclusion is creating an environment, creating a climate where we behave in a way that we are not only respected, seen, and heard, but everyone is invited and everyone feels as if they belong. And equity, because you can't talk about true inclusion and the epitome of what diversity can manifest without equity. And equity is really access to opportunity, access and really removing the structural barriers to opportunity. Okay. And that's what I think we have to really discuss here as friends and family in Rotary, right? What are some of the barriers that is in the way for us in, really achieving the work of inclusion? So that's where we start. Start with the definition. I encourage you to go back to your club, go back to committees, and really just start with defining what these terms mean for your culture and climate of the communities in which you live and serve. Then I would tell you to go to the next phase. The first thing you want to think about is, where are you at? Where are we? The assessment. We have a great tool that's housed on Rotary.org, how to diversify your membership and assess your club around diversity. I encourage you to check it out. It's a great tool to just understand the demographics in your area and to really help you set up, some goals and objectives to see what you wish to achieve, which is my next point. The next question you want to ask yourself is, where will you wish to go as an organization, as a district, as a leader in this space of diversity, equity, and inclusion, because there's so many opportunities. So you really want to have a visioning session, and you really want to put some pen to paper and allow ideas to be shared of, what does that look like? Where do you want to go and see the organization in this book of work? And then last but not least, which I love because we are people of action, what are you going to do to get there? And so this comes to that roadmap and action plan, putting together an inclusion committee, or really embedding it into the systems, the processes, and the procedures and the culture, so that we can really lift up the strategy to make a more inclusive organization. So those are the three questions that I'm going to leave you with. Where are we? Where do we wish to go? And most importantly, what we're going to do to get there. But I'm going to tell you Give yourself some grace and space because we all show up to this space very differently and we're all on a journey. But everyone has a role to play. And it's okay. It's okay. Small changes in this space can make a big difference. So it's okay if you don't get it right the first time. But get back up because there's hope. There's hope because you're listening today and I believe in you. I really do. And you have to think about what is your why? What is your why to do the work of inclusion? Because there's going to be times where you may feel exhausted. It's going to be times where you may feel as someone may disagree with you, but you have to keep with hope. I share with you my why. And my mission is to create spaces for all humans to belong and thrive together, one bow tie conversation at a time. But in addition, my why is strengthened by my little boy. Yeah, my little boy, Mateo. Mateo just turned 7 months, my first son. He's my why. He's my why because I want as Mateo grow up that he can see himself in any part of our organization as Rotary. Because Rotary has a great proposition, a great value, and I want Mateo to be able to feel as if he can see the value of himself doing the great work of Rotary. And that's where we can all contribute because once again, my friends, we all have a role to play. So enjoy the rest of the Institute. And if there's anything else I can do to help support, feel free to reach out to me. Know that you have a friend in me and we're all working together to increase inclusivity, equity, and diversity in Rotary. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.